Welcome to IAM Academy, where we believe we are connected to the infinite. And at IAM Academy, we offer solutions to problems. Today, we'll be solving a problem that was raised in a pilot paper of 2015, September 2015 pilot paper. Question 1. We'll be looking at this problem with the intention of solving it. And these pilot papers have been made available on our website, and you can easily download the past papers free of charge. So, September 2015 pilot paper, Introduction to Financial Accounting. I read it, question number 1. Number 1A says, briefly explain the accounting equation. Briefly explain the accounting equation. Part B of this question reads as follows. Mark Swale retired from employment on 30th April 2015 and was paid retirement benefits amounting to 216,500 Kenya shillings. With this money, Mr. Swale started business in Nairobi on 1st June 2015. His transactions for the month were as follows. On June 1st, he started business with 216,500 shillings in cash. On 2nd, opened a bank account depositing 168,000 shillings. On 4th, paid by check 6 months rent in advance amounting to 72,000 shillings. On 8th, bought furniture by check at 24,000 shillings. On 15th, purchased goods for sale at 19,500 shillings by check. On 18th, he withdrew 3,500 from the bank for office use. On 21st, he sold goods for cash at 28,000 shillings 800. On 23rd, deposited into the bank 42,300. On 25th, we are told, he purchased goods on credit from J. Bakare with credit terms of 2/10, net 30 for 21,000 shillings. On 26th, he sold goods for 36,000, receiving payment by check. On 27th, paid J. Bakare in cash the amount due in full after discounts. On 27th, he sold goods on credit to T. Kings for 14,300. On 28th, paid wages in cash amounting to 7,400 shillings. On 29th, we are told, he paid transport in cash at 2,400. On 29th, he withdrew from bank for personal use 12,000 shillings. On 30th, which is the last date, we are told Mark Swale paid electricity 4,800 in cash and insurance premium of 15,000 shillings by check. On 30th, he received 13,800 shillings from T. Kings in full settlement of amounts due from him. Required a 3-column cash book to record the transactions in the month of June 2015, bringing down balances to 1st July 2015. So that is the question. That is question number 1, A and B. Question number 1, A and B, we are expected to answer, to provide a solution. And starting off by part A, we are asked to briefly explain the accounting equation. The accounting equation. These are two words, accounting and equation. Okay? An equation, if I may define it, is a mathematical statement of the equality between two expressions expressed as variables. So that is an equation. An equation, we are saying, is simply a mathematical statement of the equality between expressions which involve variables. So in this question, we are asked to briefly explain an accounting equation. Accounting equation. What is an accounting equation? And an accounting equation, as we may have mentioned earlier, is also known as a balance sheet equation. It's known as a balance sheet equation. Okay? And this equation, remember we are saying an equation is a statement, is a mathematical statement that brings equality of two, that involves two variables. So as far as an accounting equation is concerned, we are talking about accounting equation, an accounting equation. And we've seen that an equation is a mathematical statement that brings together two variables. And as we have said, an accounting equation, we need to identify the variables in this accounting equation. So the first variable we are expected to answer in that question is simply to state the accounting equation, which we all know is equal to assets. Assets is equal to liabilities plus capital. Liabilities plus capital. That is the accounting equation. The accounting equation states that assets of a business equal the total liabilities and the capital. Okay, that is the accounting equation. These are the two variables. And in an event where a business does not have liabilities, then the accounting equation will be simply equal to assets. Assets is equal to capital. Where a business does not have liabilities, then assets will simply be equal to the capital, right? And in other words, we are saying the capital, the money that is used to start off a business is simply represented by the assets in the business. So much so that if you want to tell the amount of capital invested in a business, you simply need to get the value of the assets. So the total value of the assets is always equal to the capital contributed into the business. So that is the accounting equation, and that's what we are expected to provide in the question as a solution to that question. And you can see the question is only 2 marks. So you are required to state the accounting equation, and we have explained it briefly. Remember, assets are simply the resources that have been invested in a business for the purposes of generating profit. And assets, if I may name a few assets, we may have buildings, we may have motor vehicles, furniture and fittings, we have debtors, we have cash, there is bank, and so on and so forth. So this one comprises of assets, which is always equal to the capital plus the liabilities. So that is our accounting equation. So that is part 1 of that question. We now proceed on to provide an answer for the second part of the question, where we are given information in relation to Mr. Swale, who retired from employment on 30th April and was paid retirement benefits amounting to 216,000 shillings, 500. With this money, we are told Mr. Swale started a business in Nairobi on 1st June 2015. His transactions for the month were as follows, just as we read. Then we are required to prepare a 3-column cash book to record the transactions in the month of June 2015, bringing down balances to 1st July 2015. So we are supposed to prepare a cash book. A cash book. And a cash book, if I may also define it, is simply an original book of entry. Okay? Is an original book of entry. Among other books, we have a cash book. We have other books like the sales journal. We have the the purchases journal. We have the journal proper. We have other journals. So a cash book is also a book of original entry. So we are expected to, using this data, to prepare a cash book, a 3-column cash book for Ms. Mark Swale. So I'll start by drawing. We are told the proprietor is this one is a sole proprietor, and his name is Mark Swale. So you write Mark Swale. That should be our heading, Mark Swale. Mark Swale. So we are preparing a 3-column cash book. 3-column cash book. For this one is for the month of June. For the month of June. For the month of June 2015. Okay? Before you prepare the cash book, you need to have a heading. That is a heading. Okay? Title. A title. So a 3-column cash book has 2 sides. The debit side. The first column on the debit side is the debt. You need to indicate the debt. That is the debt column. Then other than the debt column, we have particulars, or the details. We write here the details. All right? Then we have a column for discount. And this one is discount allowed. Column. We have a cash column and bank column. So those are 3 columns, as you can see. These are 3 columns for money. We have discount allowed, cash, and bank account. Okay. Then the other side of the cash book, the credit side of the cash book. The credit side of the cash book, we have the same details. We start with the debt. The debt. We have the debt. Firstly, we have the debt column for the debt. Column for the debt. We also have column for particulars or details. We need to also have a column for discount. On this side is discount received. Then we have another column for cash column, and lastly the bank column. All right? So the figures are in shillings, Kenya shillings. Mark Swale. The currency is Kenya shillings. We are told Swale retired from employment. He was paid retirement benefits. So he thought of starting off business. Okay? After retirement, he's going into business. Okay? And the money that he's been given, we are told he's been given how much? Mr. Swale has retired from employment and was paid retirement benefits. All right? With this money, Swale started a business in Nairobi. Okay? thinking of doing business in Nairobi, and is not just thinking, he has started. On June 1st, we are told, started business with 216,500. He took all the money that was given as retirement benefits and he injected in a business, all right? Then we are told that money he deposited. He started business on July 1. And before we do that, I said this side I called it the debit side. There are two sides. The other side we are calling it the credit side. So the debit side is simply the receipt side. Any money that is received in the business is recorded on this side of the cash book, all right? If it is cash that is being received, is recorded under the cash column. If Mark Swale is going to receive any check, then we record it under the bank column, all right? He will write the name of the person, first of all the date and the name of the person who gave him the check, then the amount under the bank column. That's important. Then on the credit side, the credit side is simply the payment side. Anytime Mark Swale makes payment by cash, we are going to record the amount under the cash column. And if Swale pays through check, by way of check, then we record that amount under the bank column, payment side, right? So our cash book is a very simple book of original entry to prepare. So from this question, what you only need to understand is English. You just need to understand the language, English language. The question is examined in English language. So you only need to understand English. So that out of what you are told here, you ask yourself, is that a receipt or is it a payment? Like in this question, on July 1, we are told, started business with 216,500 in cash. You see, you are told cash, started business. So the business is receiving cash. The business has received cash. And if the business has received cash, you can see we are given the date. The year is 2015. And the date there you can see is June 1 from the question. June 1. You are told started business. So the money that you use to start business, how do you call it? We call it capital. Capital. That is capital. Under particulars, you write capital. And was it by way of cash or was it by check? You are told in the question 216,500 in cash. So that amount we need to write it under the cash column. 216,500. You see, the business has received. He has started business with capital. So you debit the cash account with the amount. Then on second, we are told opened a bank account depositing 168,000. Opened a bank account. That means that he took money from the business. Remember, at this point in time, Mark Swale has 216,000 shillings, 500 in his business, cash. Okay? In his drawer where he keeps cash, in the safe, in his business, he has 216,500. The next transaction on second, we are told he opened a bank account. That means he took money from the business to the bank. Okay? It simply means that money has been taken away from the business. That is like a payment. Money has gone down. It's like a payment. Money has reduced. The cash has reduced. And it has reduced by how much? On second, it is 168,000. So you record here 168,000. 168,000 has been taken from the cash. All right? And the date we are told is on July 2nd. This is June 2nd. Money has been taken from the cash, from the business. Where is the money going to? You write where the money is going to here. You write it under particulars. The money is being taken to the bank. So we write here bank. All right? Cash has been credited. So money has been taken from the business cash account to the bank account. So 168 is supposed to be reflected in the bank account here. Is a contra entry. We debit the bank account with 168,000. And you can see the debt is on second. The bank account has received 168,000 shillings. Where is this money coming from? This money is coming from cash. That's how you do it. Debit bank account with cash, 168. On fourth, you are told, paid by check 6 months rent in advance amounting to 72,000. Okay, he paid. So is that a receipt or a payment? As I said, it's just English. You just need to understand English. Paid by check. So are we going to debit the cash book, or are we going to credit? Okay, we will credit because you are told paid. Paid. We are talking of payment side. Payment side. Payment side. It is a payment. He's paying rent, and the debt is on fourth. He paid rent, so you write rent. Rent has been paid. Rent has been paid amounting to 72,000, and you are told the payment was by check. Remember I said when you are making check payments, you record under the bank column. So we have 72,000 being paid in respect of rent. We move to the next transaction, which is on 8th. We are told bought furniture by check. Bought furniture by check. Okay, is it a receipt or a payment? When you are buying, are you losing money or you are receiving money? This is a payment. On 8th again, we are told that furniture was bought. Furniture. So we record furniture. He bought furniture. Was it by cash or by check? It was by check. If it is by check, you record under the bank column. The furniture is 24,000. On 15th, you are told purchased goods for sale. Purchased goods for sale. Purchased goods for sale. When you purchase, are you receiving money or you are giving out money? Okay? This is a payment. So on 15th again, there is a payment. And these are purchases. You are told purchased goods. Purchased goods. These are purchases. Purchases are meant for resale. So we record under the bank column again because it is by check. 19,500. 19,500. Soleh has paid by check. He wrote a check in favor of whoever he was buying from. Then on 18th, we are told withdrew 3,500 from the bank for office use. From the bank. You can see the bank again is still losing. We are taking money from the bank. Money has been taken from the bank. When you take money from the bank, you credit the bank account. So on 18th, there is withdrawal. Withdrawal. Money is being taken from the bank. How much is it? 3,500. 3,500 has been taken from the bank. And we are told for office use. So money has been taken from the bank, is going to the cash account. So we record here cash account. That means money has been taken from the bank to the cash. Then you need to show it. You need to show it on the receipt side because cash is receiving 3,500 on 18th. Cash is receiving. Cash is receiving. Receiving side. Cash is receiving how much here? 3,500. And is receiving cash from where? From which source? It's from the bank. So you record bank. Cash has received money from the bank. You record it on 18th. On 21st, we are told sold goods for cash. Sold goods for cash. That is English. Sold goods for cash. It means he sold goods and he was given cash. When he sold, it was not on credit. Okay? So he sold and he was paid cash. That means he was not paid by check. Cash. So money has been received. He has received money. He gave goods then in exchange of cash. So that means cash has been received. And these are sales. He's made sales. Soleh is doing well. He's selling. On 21st, he has sold. He's made sales. 28,800. That is recommendable. Okay, he has made sales. The first sale, 28,800. Okay. He's made 28,800. He has sold. Remember on 15th, he bought goods. On 21st, he has sold the goods, okay? Because he's in business. He started business of buying and selling, buying and selling. He made purchases, then he has sold on 21st by cash, right? On 23rd, we are told deposited into the bank 42,300. Deposited into the bank, deposited into the bank, deposited into the bank. How much? We are told 42,300 deposited into the bank. That means money was taken from the business to the bank. He took money and went to the bank with the money and deposited in his account with the bank. Okay? So the first thing, these are two transactions. The first transaction is that we reduce the cash by the same amount. It means that money has gone down because he has taken money to the bank. So it's like a payment. So on 23rd, we are told, he took money to the bank. So the cash will reduce here by 42,300. 42,300. The cash has gone down, but this money is going to the bank account. So the bank account is supposed to receive. The bank account should receive the 42,300. 42,300 should be received here. And the date is on 23rd. So the bank has received 42,300 from cash. That is a contra entry. We call it contra entry. On 25th, we are told purchased goods on credit from J. Bakare with credit terms of 2/10 net 30 for 21,000. This is a credit purchase. Bought goods on credit. This is a credit purchase. Remember, the cash book is a book of original entry that is used to record only cash transactions. Only cash transactions. So this transaction will not be recorded in the cash book. Will not be recorded in the cash book because it's a credit. This is a credit transaction. It's a credit transaction, so we omit it. We only record items in the cash if the transaction involves the actual movement of money, either in form of cash or in form of bank. That is very important. So on 25th transaction, we ignore it. We move on to 26th. On 26th, we are told sold goods for 36,000, receiving payment by check. Sold goods for 36,000, receiving payment by check. Sold goods, those are sales. So he received money. Money has been received. So we record under the receipt side. Okay? So these are sales on 26. Sales. Swale is selling. On 26, he has sold. And he has been paid by check. So if he has been paid by check, it means we debit the bank account by the same amount of 36,000. 36,000. All right? 36,000. On 27th, paid J. Bakare in cash. Paid J. Bakare in cash. Remember, on 25th, he purchased goods on credit from J. Bakare with a credit term of 2/10 net 30. Okay? So the credit terms, we are told the credit terms here, we are given as 2/10 net 30. So you can see Swale bought goods on credit from Bakare. He bought goods on credit from Bakare. Okay? He did not pay. He did not pay. It is a credit purchase. And the agreement was that he's supposed to pay in 30 days. So I need to explain this. This simply means that the 2% here is a discount. He was given 2% discount, but on condition that he makes the payment in 10 days. Otherwise, he should pay the money in 30 days without the discount. So the discount he will only enjoy the discount if the payment is made in 10 days. This is the interpretation of these credit terms. 2/10 net 30 simply means that the Bakare, I mean Mr. Maxwale will enjoy a 2% discount on condition that he makes the payment in 10 days. If he does not make the payment in 10 days, then he does not enjoy the discount. However, he'll still have the credit being extended to him in 30 days. If he does not pay in 10 days to receive the 2% discount, then he needs to pay in 30 days without the discount. That is the interpretation. So the question now arises, are the 10 days over, or is the payment within the 10 days so that we record the discount? You can see the purchase was on 25th, and he has made the payment on 27th. That means that he will enjoy the discount, because between 25th and 27th is only 2 days, yet he was given 10 days to make the payment. So there is a discount, all right? And the discount is simply 2%. The discount is 2%. 2% times 21,000. 2% times 21,000. This is Maxwale. Maxwale, okay? Not Mar, it's Maxwale. So 2%, that is our discount. So we need to take scientific calculator. I hope you also have yours. Scientific calculator. 2% of 21,000, 2% of 21,000 is equal to 420. This is equal to 420. So that is the discount. 420. So we record it under discount column. This is a discount allowed, and the date is on 27th. On 27th. On 27th, Swale has paid Bakare. So you write Bakare. Bakare. The discount we have calculated is 420. Discount received. He has received a discount of 420. The difference will be the money that was paid. And we are told here is 21,000. He was given a discount. He purchased on credit goods amounting to 21,000. So the difference will be the amount that he actually paid, which is 2580. 2580 is the money that was actually paid. Okay, he was supposed to pay 21,000, but he was given a 2% discount of 420 shillings. When you deduct, you get the balance that was paid. And that is a transaction on 27th. There was another transaction on 27th where we are told Bakare sold goods on credit to T Kings. So this is a credit sale. Again, credit sales, we don't record credit sales in the cash book because there is no money that moved hands. There was no money that was received after this sale. So on 28th, paid wages in cash is a payment. That is on 28th. Paid wages in cash amounting to 7,400. That was a cash payment. 7,400. Swale is paying wages in cash. Okay. On 28th, he's paying in time. Before 30th, he's paid wages. Then on 29th, we are told paid transport in cash. On 29th, again, is a payment. 29th, transport, paid transport in cash. He's paying cash. Okay, on 29th, the transport is 2,400. 2,400. That is cash payment. Then on 29th, again, withdrew from bank for personal use. Okay. The same date, on 29th, he withdrew from the bank for personal use. Withdrew how much? 12,000 from the bank. Money that is withdrawn from the business for personal use is referred to as drawings. So the detail here will be drawings. And the drawing is from the bank. 12,000. We record under the bank column. 12,000 has been taken from the bank for personal use. Then on 30th, we are told paid electricity, 4,800 in cash. That is a payment, another payment. On 30th, electricity has been paid. He has paid electricity amounting to 4,800. That is cash. 4,800 cash. 4,800. Another transaction on 30th is a premium. This premium is by check. So insurance on 30th, insurance. The insurance is by check. Insurance payment, 15,000 check. We record under the bank column, 15,000. 15,000. Then we also have on 30th received 13,000 cash. Okay, 13,800. That is the last day. You can see from he sold goods to T. Kings. So T. Kings is a debtor to Max Wale. And is a debtor because on 27th, as you can see from the question, he sold goods to T. Kings on credit 14,800. On 30th, he is making the payment. So on 30th, T. Kings is paying. T. Kings, you are told, paid 13,800 cash. So we record 13,800. Okay? And we are told in full settlement of amounts due from him. So in full settlement of the debt. So you can see the amount that T. Kings was supposed to pay on 27th is 14,300. 14,300. T. Kings was sold goods amounting to 14,300. Was supposed to pay 14,300. But we are told he only paid 13,800. And in full settlement, that means that Max Wale allowed a discount of the difference. So we simply get the difference between 14,300 and 13,800. That will give us a discount. So the discount in this case is equal to 14,300 minus 13,800, which is equal to 500 shillings in full settlement. He was supposed to pay 14,300, but Max Wale allowed him to clear his account by paying 13,800, which means the difference is the discount allowed. He allowed a discount. And that is the last transaction on that date. That is on 30th. So we don't stop at that. We were told in the question to prepare a 3-column cash book, bringing down balances. So we need to balance off. Balance off the cash column, balance off the bank column, and get the totals for the discounts. That will be the end of that question. If we be able to balance off, balancing off is simple. We are taking the total money that was received. Then we deduct the total money that was paid under each column. So we start with the cash column. The cash column, we can see we have 216,500 plus 3,500 plus 28,800 plus 13,800. So the total here, I'm getting here a figure of 262,600. 262,600. That is the total receipts for this month. Total receipts. This is all the money that was received. Then we deduct all the money that was paid. The difference will give us a balance at the end. So I simply deduct 168,000 minus 42,300 minus 7,400 minus 2,400 minus 4,800. So the balance here is 37,700. This is at 30th June. We call it balance carried down. Balance carried down is 37. Balance carried down is 37,700. We do the same for the bank. The bank column will take 168. We add 42,300. We add 36,000. That gives me the total of 246,300. 246,300. Then out of this money that was received in the bank, we deduct money that was paid through the bank. So deduct 72,000 minus 24,000 minus 19,500 minus 3,500 minus 20,580 minus 12,000 minus 15,000. So the balance in the bank, the money in the bank, the balance is 79,720. 79,720 is the money in the bank. That's the balance in the bank. So we have balanced off. This is 262, 600, 246, 300, 246, 300. So we are expected to bring down the question. We are expected to bring down the balances. So we bring down the balances here. Bring down the balances. Bringing down the balance, that is on July. That is June, July 1. July 1, balance brought down. Balance brought down will be the balance carried down at the end, which is 37,700, 37,700, and 79,720, 79,720, 79,720. So that is the balances brought down on July 1. That was the question. We are asked to bring down balances to July 2015. So that is the answer to that question. We prepared a cash book for Mark Swale, who retired from employment and decided to start business, and you can see he's doing fine. Okay, he's buying and selling. So that's how you prepare a 3-column cash book. I said it's a book of original entry. So that is a solution. We'll be looking at more questions as far as introduction to financial accounting is concerned. If you have any question, let us know. If there is a question you want us to solve together, you can also give us feedback through our website. Thank you very much.